Hey guys, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I sure did. I really enjoy the weekends. We go do whatever, and he just makes sure that I know that he loves me so much, and you know, the, I'm like I already know because this man not only talks the talk, he walks the walk, and I really love that. I really love that. And anyway, we uh, church weekend, and I can't remember what we did Saturday. I can't remember. Anyway, it'll come to me. But Sunday we got to eat lunch with everybody and celebrated a birthday for one of our church family members. And yeah, so and like I said, it was a very productive weekend. I did get some stuff done. And there's been stuff done before the weekend. I don't remember the last time I did a video. So if I'm repeating myself, let holler at me. I do know I want to tell you about, it's not the morning, I promise you. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I should have words. There was a situation that happened yesterday, and I want to spread awareness about it because it was painful. In our pickup, we have leather seats, and I didn't think nothing about it. Nothing about it. I got in, sat straight down, and I could have almost heard the sizzle. It was bad. And I started screaming a little bit, and Hot Stuff's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I said, "These seats are hot." Not thinking anything about it, because, most of the time, leather seats get hot. And I see how they get burned if there's anything by that'll burn those up, because they get hot fast. So we get to where we're going, and now for me, well, for both of us, we have to turn and slide off the seat because the truck's so high. Yeah. And I tried to turn and I tried to slide down, and I was melted to the seat. And I started screaming even more. He's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "I am stuck to this seat." He goes, "Oh, you want me to just, what do you need me to do and everything?" And I said, "No, babe, my skin is just stuck to this seat." He's like, "Can you lift up?" And I said, "I can't." He goes, "Oh, dear." And I said, "Just give me a minute, I'll figure this out." 'Cause the last place I want to go is the emergency room when my big old thunder thigh is stuck to a leather seat. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to start raising up. You hold down the leather seat as much as you can, and I'll start raising up." When I say I felt like my skin was coming off, that was the worst experience I've ever had. I was almost in tears, and I'm not one to cry. But if you have leather seats and put little ones in seats, or I know they're probably gonna be car seats, but bigger kids, I don't know what I'm trying to do, or even the elder, whatever. Please, please, please go down to the dollar store, Walmart, wherever. Put some white towels on those seats. I learned a very, very important lesson that I want to spread that message to others, because that was the worst thing ever. And I was very almost told him, because where we had to go for the store was literally half a mile from the emergency room. Because I was like, I'm gonna go to the emergency room. Surely they got something to put under there that'll separate the skin, and but I toughed it out. So anyway, just be careful, guys. Be really, really careful. So I got something else accomplished this weekend that I'm pretty stinking proud about. I've had this yarn in my stash for a very long time. I didn't know what to do with it. Now, mind you, this stuff is amazing. I love the softness. I love the very long color. The next color is very long in between. And it's a one size 1 yarn. It's like the step above thread. And I didn't know what to do with it. And then I got this really cool idea of, why don't I make some doilies? I want to see if I can do it, because there's a pattern I want to buy, but it's filet crochet, and I still use number 1 yarn. I can even use baby weight yarn, but it's the Lord's Prayer, and I really want to do that in filet crochet. I want to do that in this type of setting. So I took this yarn and I used a 2.5 millimeter hook, a really tiny hook, and I made my first doily. Oh wait, there it is. It's so delicate and I love it. Now you'll see the color transition happening right here a little bit. That's not a mess up or anything. That's the yarn that was fixing to change. And so I did this one and I cut it. Now mind you, this skein I think is almost 1,000 yards. Almost 1,000 yards. I was like, yes. Okay, so I got started on another piece. And you can really see the pink coming in. This, because I didn't know what else to do, because I wanted something biggish. Was that a word? Biggish. Yeah, let's go with that, biggish. And doily patterns don't really come in biggish sizes. Like, there's doilies, and then there's a full-blown tablecloth. I want to do one that's just in the middle of the table, in the round, and I can't find that. And I ran out of patience, because I don't know. I just like, what can I do different? So what I did is I took a look at Ravelry and my save patterns. I looked on Pinterest. What I ended up coming with is taking a blanket in the round and doing it in mini style, because this is almost micro crochet, but it's not. Does that make sense? Any hoozles. So I found this pattern called medallion circular throw, and it's gorgeous. It is so pretty. It's real lacy. And I found several blankets that I'm gonna use for this stuff, because I'm addicted, y'all. I am addicted. I'm gonna start picking up anytime I can that size 1 yarn. I love this stuff so much. It's a little complicated. I ain't gonna lie about that, because you don't really see the pattern well enough on this to reference, I guess, because sometimes I need a reference. Like, there's just some parts of that pattern that are like, what are you doing? So I'm just kind of making my way through this. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is they use a 6.5 millimeter hook and 13 skeins of 995 ocean. Now, I'm not going to go that big, because I only want to go to a little bit size. I don't think I want to go a full size on this, because I think it's a long pattern, and I don't want to go through that. I just want to get it big enough to do what I want, and then call it quits. So I'm not going to do the full pattern, because I think if I did the full pattern in size 1 yarn, I don't know if it would go well. I don't know, because some of these writers of patterns, I'm like, what the hell are you doing, lady? You know? So and if you know how I'm doing the granny square cardicoat, it's part duster, part cardigan, part coat, part cloak. So I started assembling the back panel pieces. And you know you fat, a new level of fat. When your back panel looks like a deadgum blanket. Now, I haven't 100% sure that's wide enough. I believe it is, though, because I took one of my big shirts that I love. I love big shirts. And I took, kind of basing the pattern on that. I think from one square to the other square on that is 30 something. The measurement on my t-shirt is closer to 26. So if there's a little bit of room, extra room, I'm down for extra room. I'm going to be down for room all the time. I am going to go all the way to the floor with it. I am. I don't think I have it mapped out in my other thingy. But let me tell y'all, if it weren't for this book, it has all my thinkings in it. And I've also got a quilt one too. I keep notes. I keep a lot of notes. I highly recommend that you do that because, well, I don't know where it went. But I recommend that so you know what the hell's going on. To be like, hey, where am I at on this? What am I doing? So, yeah. I thought I had it over here, folks. See, this is what happens when you don't organize your poop. Okay. Sorry. But here's my quilting one. And these bad boys are on sale after the little curtain climbers go to school. So, I don't have it mapped out in the quilt one either. Well, it's crochet, wouldn't be. Any hizzles. Y'all, it's 3 in the afternoon. I should not have this much problems. And then here's a little update on my quilt as you go hexagons. The pattern, okay, if you use a 4-inch hexagon for the back and a 3-inch hexagon on top, that's what they recommend. But my hands, I can't get them to do what I need them to do that small. So I kept my 3-inch center and cut because I wasn't going to print it out again. So I cut, y'all, I can't. What is going on? The back of this square, or hexagon, is a 1/2 inch bigger. I made a new cardboard template, so this is 1/2 inch bigger over here. Now, does that mean more of my sides are going to show? Yeah, but I don't care. I'm enjoying this little effort. Somebody had mentioned, and I am sorry that I can't think, I see your name, I see your face, said that somebody showed how to zigzag stitch another one to this. You just butt them together and zigzag. But I am really worried. Will that hold up to washers? Will that hold up to kids? Will that ultimately hold up? Because I would think over time that stuff would snap. So I think I'm going to try to hand sew them. And if my hands don't cooperate, not a big deal. I'll whoop out the zigzag machine. So, anyway. Yeah. So, and that's cool. I like doing this, though. Because I was doing the paper one, the English paper piecing. And it was just so tedious. And then you have to hand sew everything. Even though I use glue sticks, you have to hand sew everything. I ain't living that life. And we're going to do what I need to do. So, but I think I got it wrong somewhere along the way, because this looks a lot longer than this looks. I don't know. I'm not worried about it because I think my problem is I overthink these stuff and then I get lost in what I'm doing. So yeah. And then I have I had a commission. I talked to somebody at church. They were like, "Hey, I need you crochet." And I was like, "Yeah, crochet." She goes, "How much would you charge for this and this?" I'm like, "Your family? Family gets it free, you know? So it's not." She's like, "Well, you got to pay for supplies." It's like most things I have supplies of. And it's for a birthday. Anyway, she said somebody had made her one of these for her husband because he uses it in the shower. She's like, "Can you do something with this?" And I was like, "I'm going to start all over." Oh, let me show you the bad one. Okay, sorry. The bad one is like this. And it's got two. This is knitted, though. It ain't cute. I mean, I guess it works, but I don't know. So that's not the good one. I did use some yarn that I have never ever used, and I liked it. I really liked it. If it was a smaller weight, instead, because peaches and cream and what's the other one, sugar and cream, are really thick and bulky cotton. It's not cute. But here it is. It's got this stuff, regular cotton, but then it's got a touch of scrubby yarn here. Not like scrub your dishes kind of thing, but it's just a slight scrubby. And it's all throughout there. Okay? So here's my version. I hope it's correct, but here it is. And I showed Hot Stuff last night about it, and he was like, "Well, that is genius." So I may have to make him one because he was like, "I like that." It is so good to have a man that supports your hobbies and your dreams. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, God is good. 100% God is good. But you'll see right here where the scrubby is. And then it goes to regular. And then it goes to scrubby. And it's not like abrasive. So, them cowboys like to be clean when they go out. So, I'm pretty sure the gentleman I made this for, those days are way behind him. Just amazing couple. These people in our church are like 50 years together, 70 years together. I'm like, dang. I couldn't even hold it out for 7 years with my first one. So, anyway, I hope he loves this one. And it just made more sense to do tighter crochet instead of that really open one. I don't know how that would have worked. I'm not going in a shower to find out, but I don't know the process in that. Now I have this, and I really like this, but y'all, it's that peaches and cream stuffer, sugar and cream. And now that I know that Joann's has Big Twist, that is cotton, Big Twist is my new go-to from now on. I will gladly go to Joann's and get Big Twist every time because they have all the fibers weights. They have all the fibers. They have every section that yarn is made in. They have it covered, and I love it. I love it. So, anyway, I got the borders put on. I had a fundraiser request. A local volunteer fire department is going to do a thing in October to help raise money for gear. So I got that quilt done. I got a quilt done for this really awesome little dog. She's the cutest thing. Her name is Peaches. And her cat sister and her people, mom and dad, survived a horrific fire. And Peaches had some serious burns. Like, she's having to get bandage changes every day. But she's still so happy-go-lucky. And the rescuer said, hey, can you make a blanket for Peaches? I was like, yeah, I will do that. So I got Peaches' blanket made. We're going to have to wait a little while for everything because I don't have the money to get the backing right now, which is fine. But right now is the time to get backing because the other day I got 2 yards for like $12, $14. Most every backing I'm using in fleece is roughly $2.99, $3.99 a yard right now at Joann's. So I definitely need to get on the wagon about trying to get more fleece while I can before it goes to cold, and then I won't be able to get that fleece anymore. So anyway, I know it's a long one. Y'all are just going to have to get used to long videos now because I do it so much in between. Like, I'm not doing a daily anymore. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. That these will probably be longer videos. I know a couple of y'all loves the longer videos, and then some of you are like, can we go now? So, you know, it is what it is. I feel like I'm missing something to tell you about, but it's okay. I'll figure it out the next day or whatever. So y'all take care and spread peace, love, and kindness because this world needs a whole lot of it. Bye, guys.